All right, I got a question from one of my members in my WhatsApp group. This WhatsApp group is the name of the group is Mastermind Group or Atomic Habits Group. It's a very small group filled with 20 to 30-year-olds who are focused on self improvement. They hold each other accountable. Like in the morning, they'll share their goals. These are the goals I wish to achieve for the day. And evening, they give a report and say, this is what my goals were, this is what I achieved, didn't achieve, or the following day. And sometimes, if they have any challenges or problems, they ask questions to other members to help each other. So it's like a support group. There are no like gossip, news links, YouTube links, nothing, only goals. So from time to time, they ask questions if they have doubts. So I got this 20, in his 20s. I'll just give his first name. His name is Areen. So this student asked me, he said, sir, I just want to ask you a question on motivation, if you can make a video on it. So then I asked him, what do you mean specifically? So is it exercise? What are you talking about? So he said, sir, I wanted to ask you, this is what he typed. I'm reading his message. So I wanted to ask you, what keeps you so driven and consistent every day for years without a day off, even though you face challenges? Regarding everything, your work ethic, discipline, daily uploads, videos, guiding clients, maintaining health, looking after family, workouts, giving WhatsApp groups dedicated time, even though your schedule is hectic. How could you manage all this consistently? Would love to learn from you. So he wants to know the motivation, the consistency, everything else. All right, fine. So here's my answer. I just wrote down a few thoughts. Say, first things first, I'm going to be in my 50s. So it's not that consistency came to me right off the bat. And if you know my past, I had a very absolutely pathetic upbringing. My parents were third class. They never guided me. They never instilled in me any kind of consistency, discipline, nothing. The only thing they knew was beating with a belt or something. Like they would say, oh, you're not studying. Oh, you're not doing this. Oh, you're not doing that. Nothing else. There was no focus on any other avenue, exercising or sports or anything else. So when I look back during my school days and college days means, anyway, I was not doing any college. I was just loitering around and doing DJing shows and anchoring shows, girls, all that stuff. So when I look back on my life, I realized that where I was interested, where things are interesting and fun, I was consistent. For example, you would not believe this, but in my school days, there was I think around 2 kilometers away, there was a garden where they would do exercise. The girls would come. The girls were in the morning shift. We were in the afternoon shift. We were not allowed to mix with each other. So, seeing a girl was a very rare thing. And I also was very restless. I was hyper. I had ADHD. So once accidentally I found out that girls do exercise there, but they come around 5 o'clock in the morning. And I wanted to go there. But obviously, my parents would not support any kind of sports related activity. Neither would they wake me up. Neither were they consistent on anything other than going to office. So I had to wake up. I had to wake up at around, if I have to reach there by 5, I have to get up by 4. And my parents, you'll find this shocking. They wouldn't even give me an alarm clock. There was no phone those days. There was nothing. So, and I didn't have the money to buy an alarm clock. So I wanted to go and train with the girls. So how would I do that? And I'll tell you, when you really have the drive, the desire, the interest, the passion, you figure out a way. I realized if I drink lots and lots of water before sleeping, I'll automatically wake up to go to the toilet. Okay. So I would literally drink one full bottle of water, full bottle, like one, I don't know, is it 1 liter? I'd actually drink a whole bottle of water right before sleeping until my stomach was like really full. And by default, I would wake up at around 3 o'clock or sometimes 2:30 or whatever. But I knew that once I wake up and I go to the toilet, if I go back to sleep, I will miss the training. So after I woke up, automatically I would go running just to do the exercise. And I did this for 3 years, almost every day. Seriously. So I know now when I look at it, I marvel at the fact that here was a school going student, the ninth, 10th, the 10th, 11th, 12th, those 3 years. Um, I was consistent. But if you ask me about studies, zero interest. Okay. So the first point I'm trying to tell you is when you're interested and passionate about something and when you love something, you'll do it no matter what. So you need to figure out what is it that you love. Now, if it is something like your studies and you don't have any interest, you don't have any passion, your mother and father have to wake you up, they have to force you to study, then the problem is in your upbringing. The problem is um, you you don't love what you do. The problem is you don't realize how important your career is. And to be spoon fed, to be like, study hard and all that, that really, it'll harm you, it'll harm your career, it'll harm your future. And like I said, your upbringing was not proper, so you don't realize, okay, that if you don't get good marks, especially if you're an Indian and don't get into a good college, I mean, you'll not start your career in a proper way. So there, nobody can help you. So you need to figure out what is it that you love to do, what is it that you have interest. Like, for instance, today, right now, at this moment, if you look at my face, I don't know if you can make out, I'm not like very fresh. And my voice is slightly nasal. The reason being is I woke up at around 4 o'clock morning. I had to complete my videos, the video work. And then after I finished that, I had some work outside. So I had to drive out almost 5 kilometers in the sun, complete the work, come back. So by the time I came back, it was, I think, close to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was not, feeling like absolutely creative or energetic. And especially I'm fasting. I'm not eating the whole day until the evening. So I was not feeling up to the mark. So I decided, okay, I'll sleep for some time. And the problem is because I drank coffee, I couldn't sleep. I struggled. Finally, after I got the sleep and I woke up, then I was feeling like a headache. I was feeling like drowsy. And I was not feeling really great. But I reminded myself, this is my work. I'm supposed to make these videos no matter what. Whether I feel like it, I don't feel like it. Yeah. So I sat down. It took me, I think, nearly 1 hour to get my head sorted out. And finally, now I'm making the videos. So this is my job. This is my duty. Like you asked me, right? You upload videos every day. You guide your clients every day. Yeah, because I'm the only one who's earning. My wife is not earning. My kid is not earning. In fact, my wife, she went with the baby to the beach. Have a good time. Okay. My baby is, young. She doesn't have any responsibilities. So she is having a fun. Now, I can also have my fun. But if I do, then who's going to earn money? All right. And the day to day tasks, whether it's, clients, whether it is uploading the videos, it is my job, it is my duty. And if I don't do it, then it'll pile up. Like, for example, if you don't clean your house, it'll get dirty. If I don't do my work, uh, you know, uh, I will lose clients. I will lose clients to my competition. And in my line of work, see, if you work for a company, you get a salary end of the month. Whether you're dedicated, you're not dedicated, you can give 100%, you can give 20%, you can sit in the office and just waste your time, warm your ass on the chair. But when you're a freelancer, when you run your own brand, your own business, you have to put 100%. I can't put up a video where it's less than my best. Okay. So as you grow older, you do not have a choice. Your back is against the wall. And remember, I have gone through, like my previous video that I posted about how I lost everything, overcoming unsurmountable obstacles. How did I make a comeback? It's because I didn't take my career and my life seriously. So I got bankrupt. And once you get bankrupt, you lose everything. You go on the streets, and that's a very scary place to be. And last, if not the least, the final area is the gym. Like, oh, I forgot to tell you, uh, after I went to meet, finish my work, I came home and then I went to the gym. Now, going to the gym also, I found it difficult because I was feeling tired, I was feeling lazy. But I knew for a fact that if I don't go to the gym and I finish my exercise, I'm not going to do it. So I went to the gym. Today was, traps and shoulders. So I did the traps, but then I was feeling lazy to do the shoulders. I was like, I'll go home. I'll not do it today. So I was not feeling like taking any weight. So, what did I do? I took um, a very thin, empty bar. It is a easy bar. It's called a easy bar. It's not a straight bar. And it's very light. I can hold it with one hand. The weight is so light. So that weight I took, I could easily do like 50, 60 on my shoulders. I just did 20 reps. I finished my 10 sets. Okay. And then I did something for forearms. And forearms also, I was feeling lazy. So I just said, okay, I'll just do uh, 10 repetitions properly. Just feel it, close my eyes and feel it. And yes, lo and behold, I was able to do the exercise in the gym. Even though it wasn't hardcore, I was not sweating, I was not huffing and puffing. I know that I didn't give 100% in the gym, which I don't normally. I give 60 to 70%. But today I gave around 20 to 30%. But remember, something is better than nothing. Being consistent is more important than achieving perfection. See, whether it's my videos, whether it is my exercise, whatever it is, something is better than nothing. And when you rewire your brain, no, even if you read that book, Atomic Habits, when you do something every single day, okay, your brain gets wired in a way that if you don't do it, you feel you have done something wrong. Like even now, my intermittent fasting, you won't believe how many times I got temptations like, oh man, Loy, you are already losing weight. Why don't you grab a bite, have a nice, delicious pie with meat? Why don't you have a nice sandwich? When I was driving by, I passed by McDonald's. Why don't you grab a McDonald's, a burger? What is there? One day. But I know if I cheat one day or I'm not consistent one day, I will repeat it again. And, it's very bad. It's very easy to get into bad habits. So, overall, what I'm trying to tell you, if I were to summarize, number one is you must develop a habit of consistency. Okay. It's not necessary to give 100%. Give 60 to 70%. Even if you're reading a book, you have a target of 20 pages, you're not feeling like it, do 10 pages. Okay, you're not feeling like, do 5 pages. If you're not feeling, do 1 page. But if you cannot do even one page, or even a paragraph, you're fooling yourself, man. And where studies are concerned, nobody should, nobody needs to tell you because it's your career. If you're not serious about your earnings, about your brand, about your job, about the money that you make per month, I mean, you're still not grown up as a man. You're still a small boy. And that is where your, upbringing is not proper. And where work is concerned, okay, if you're working for a company and you're getting a salary, I can understand it gets boring sometimes. But when you're in the line of work that I do, okay, my work, where you don't get a salary, you have to generate your own income. Man, you will not earn anything. And if you have your wife and kid depending on you, you don't have any bloody excuse. And finally, I'll just end with this. If in your workplace, um, you don't feel like giving 100%, okay, because you're working for someone else, the job is boring, okay, the career path is boring. Remember that there are people who take their work very seriously. In your company, I'm very sure there'll be that one guy who'll work extra, who'll always get the best employee of the month. Means they have a drive, they have something that pushes them. So figure out what it is. Maybe you need to, like, when you study for the exam, you're not good at studying. You start teaming up with other people and do group studies where everyone studies together. You get rid of distractions, your smartphone, the internet. You leave the WhatsApp groups which distract you, or shut down your social media until you complete your exam. So figure out what it is. Get rid of the distractions, get rid of the bad people, get rid of the bad company. Join people, like if you join a runners club or a gym bro, group, or people who are, focusing on getting rid of their bad habits, Alcoholic Anonymous or whatever, you will be pushed towards achieving greatness. So figure out what it is and be serious about it. When you're young, yes, I do understand, that seriousness doesn't come in, but always remember, better late than never. So I hope this answers your question. Like, if I were to conclude by giving you a one line answer, it would simply be this: I don't have the luxury of not being dedicated. Nobody is going to earn for me. Nobody is going to feed me. I don't have mom, dad, brother, sister, nobody. On the other hand, my wife and my kid are depending on me. So I don't have a choice. And when your back is against the wall, no, then you do take life seriously. Hope this answered your question. Feel free, comment down below. And if you have any tips, suggestions, any one of you, do share it, because I'm sure that we guys can learn from each other. All right. You guys take care. It's me signing off. Yalla. Bye.